You guys know me, typically I'm a pretty mild-mannered person, but not lately. Here's why. When you closed, was the house complete?
No. I would say it was complete in that we could move in, but there were items that were left open that needed to be finished after closing.
And did those get done? Did those open items get done right away?
No.
Here we are over a month into the house, and it's the same stuff that we've been complaining about.
So you essentially moved into an unfinished home.
Correct.
New Braunfels buyers are moving into unfinished homes. Today's video is all about talking about why this is happening, and we are putting builders on the spot today and what you can do to help avoid a new build nightmare in New Braunfels. If you guys are new here to my channel, thank you so much for hopping on, because every week we're trying to put out relevant content just like this about what it's like to live in New Braunfels. What's it like for me to live in New Braunfels these days? Very frustrating, guys, because we have families having to move into or being forced to move into their new build homes with items that still need to be corrected. This would have never happened a year ago.
The idea of closing with any open items other than grass was completely unacceptable. Like, dudes that close houses with open items got fired.
Not today. Today you have to close on your new construction home as soon as the builder deems it, as it states in many other contracts, substantially complete. Now, what substantially complete means is that the city comes by, inspects your home, and passes that inspection. And what that means is if you have it cleared to close on your loan. Now, you can say, you know what? I'm gonna wait for you guys to finish all my items. Hold on. The builder has the right to cancel your contract if you do not close when it's substantially complete. So you can see this is very frustrating, and it's not sitting well at all with buyers.
It's really frustrating. Like, it's one thing to just I know everyone's busy. It's a crazy time for construction, but at the very least, you would think that there would be some communication, and that's just not happening.
Right now, would you recommend this builder to anybody?
No, I wouldn't.
When you hear the frustrations and the disappointments, how does that make you feel?
Disappointed. I don't know. Wishing I could step in, put my boots on, step in and help.
You guys sold a lot of homes, right? Remember every time I called, like, we sold 4 this week, we sold 7 this week. Now, I think that's great because you need sales, right?
Right.
But do you think it could be a case of, well, maybe we sold too many because we're not finishing the homes completely and we have a shortage of trades?
Very much so. Yeah. So we got ahead of the builders and running them ragged, trying to get things closed because of corporate numbers.
Some of this mess is just beyond a buyer's control because of the rising mortgage rates in today's market. Buyers are being forced to decide, hey, should I move in right away and keep that interest rate, or should I wait until all the open items are finished? If they wait, they also face the real possibility these days of having a higher mortgage rate when they finally do close. And these higher and rising mortgage rates are forcing buyers to make a very difficult and risky decision. Should I take my final third-party inspection? Should I order that final third-party inspection, or should I go without it? You decided not to do a final third-party inspection. Why would you take a risk like that?
We took a risk like that because we could not extend our closing time.
Because
a large part of that is because our interest rate was locked, and then we would have had to pay more money to extend the lock.
So rising mortgage rates are forcing families to close on their unfinished homes. Language in the builder's contract is another reason. Shortage of trades, labor is another reason. And as just heard a minute ago, builders are simply selling too many homes at once, which is overwhelming the trades. And there's another reason buyers are moving into unfinished homes. And guys, it's something you don't really want to hear, but it's something that you need to hear.
For me, on the construction side, it's lack of crafted tradesmen.
we do have tradesmen. Some of them are not as talented as others, which is why, like, for instance, for this build, I had to call in, other trades to come clean up behind.
That's concerning. That is very concerning. But what it sounds like is that the experienced trades are having to go back and fix those items. So that's good, but it's also stretching out the build times. Wall Street is also sucking the joy right out of the home buying experience.
If you're building 60 homes, 65 homes, it's hard to keep up with that.
Do you communicate this with your higher ups as, hey, look, this is great, but we really can't take on this many right now because we have to finish these homes eventually? And we have a shortage of trades, so we're selling too fast. Do you have that conversation with this, with the higher ups?
We can, and we have, but it really doesn't make a difference, especially if it's a corporation company. They have to answer to shareholders. They have to answer to growth and numbers for the builder.
And that's a national builder building a new Braunfels, but not all national builders building a new Braunfels are created equal. And that was good news for one of our client families.
Are you happy with the process from the time you went under contract to the time you closed?
I am happy with the process as far as the timeline goes, because I was anticipating a worse experience as far as delays. But based on what I was expecting, I am happy.
So that was a good experience. And a good experience these days, building a new house, a new Braunfels, sticks out like a sore thumb. So what's the secret sauce? How can more buyers have that great experience building a home in new Braunfels?
The secret sauce is really just taking, my position as, the project manager, and, I want to shake your hand and be able to look at you in the eyes when I'm done and just say, I did my best.
You look at it like, okay, how would I want to be taken care of?
Yeah, how would my family, how would your mom, how would anybody, how would we treat anybody that, that is dying to get into their new home, their second home, their vacation home, their rental property, trying to get that, making a secondary income? Absolutely. Like, let's go. Let's get it taken care of.
That's key. Builders who actually care and builders who can back it up. As we said, some of these things are beyond our control, beyond your control, but there are 5 things you can do to help navigate yourself through these new build nightmares in new Braunfels. Number 1, work with a realtor, guys. Now more than ever, with the dynamic of our marketplace and our new construction marketplace, a realtor who will, however, set realistic expectations for you up front. A realtor who is engaged in the process from A to Z, and a realtor who's going to check and monitor the progress of your home and look it over and say, hey, this is supposed to happen, this is not supposed to happen, and keep you informed of any deficiencies and your timeline. Number 2, read the contract over carefully. Have your realtor also read the contract over carefully and go over it with you and read the language of the contract, because builders' contracts, guys, are very builder friendly. So take your time doing that and make sure you understand what's being said so that you have no surprises at the end. Number 3, I highly recommend that you order third-party inspections throughout the build process. The first one is the pre-pour stage. Before the foundation is poured, the inspector will go in there and make sure that everything is level and things are where they need to be. Number 2, the second inspection is pre-drywall stage. Inspector will go in there and inspect the framing, electrical, mechanical, and plumbing. And of course, the final inspection must do. If you cannot, and if you feel rushed because your interest rates are going to go up if you don't close on time, then make sure to get that final inspection, guys, during that first year you're in the house, because you have a 1-year warranty, which is bumper to bumper. Now, does a builder have their own builder quality assurance inspections? Yes. But you need an independent inspector, because that inspector is going to come up with things that the builder is not. And when that happens, just hand over your inspection report at those different phases to the builder, and they will make those corrections. Number 4, and this has happened, let's say you move into your house with open items. Stay in direct contact with your construction manager and your builder. And if those items still don't get fixed weeks after you close on the house, take your open items list, go on the builder's website, and submit it with the warranty team right there, because I'm told some builders have a separate team of contractors on their warranty team and can take care of those matters relatively quickly. Number 5, buy a resale home. I really hope this information helps you guys, and let's help each other right now. Tell me about your experiences building new construction in New Braunfels. Good, bad, indifferent. Let me know in the comment section below. And if you still want to move to New Braunfels after hearing all of this, I would love to be your real estate resource of choice. You can email me, you can call me, or you can shoot me a text. As always, guys, thank you so much for watching this video, and we'll see you on the next one.